The very first thing I heard when I started my night shift at the hospital morgue was a scream. Muffled, short, as if someone was trying to yell with their mouth tightly shut. It came through the ventilation system, cut the silence in half, and disappeared before I could even understand where it came from. Above me, below me, or right behind the wall. It was 12:07 a.m. I had just started my shift. I turned on the lights, checked the logs, and was about to begin my rounds when I noticed a new notification on the monitoring screen. In the archive folder, the one where there should never be footage of bodies, a new video file had appeared. Date, today. Time, 00:05. The recording was made 2 minutes earlier. Its name was Protocol Number 0, Cold Chamber 4. A cold shiver crawled up my spine. No one could have recorded anything in there. The cameras had been disconnected for years. They were left only so visitors would think everything was under control. I opened the file. On screen was the dimly lit refrigerator room. A view of the steel morgue drawers, cold mist drifting from under their doors. The camera stood low, way too low, almost at floor level. Then something moved. From beneath drawer number 14, someone slowly pushed out a pale, thin hand. Long blue fingers, dirty nails. It groped the floor, feeling it, pressing down, as if trying to pull itself out. And the worst part, the hand moved with intent. Not twitching, not spasming, purposefully, like it knew exactly what it was doing. I shut off the video, and right then, every lamp in the morgue flickered out one by one. Click, 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 and I was swallowed by darkness. Only the monitor glowed behind me, reflecting my pale face. From the ventilation came that same scream, but closer, much closer. I grabbed my flashlight. The beam shook uncontrollably. The hallway leading to the refrigerator room felt longer than usual, as if the walls had stretched. While walking, I kept feeling something behind me. Not footsteps. Something soft dragging across the tiles, like wet fabric pulled along the floor. But every time I turned around, nothing. At the door to the cold room, I stopped. It was ajar. I reached to close it and realized I heard something inside. Breathing. Heavy, uneven, guttural, with a faint sobbing undertone, like someone who had cried for so many hours their voice had torn apart. I pushed the door open and I saw it. On the floor lay the same hand from the recording. Human, but bent at an angle no corpse could bend. And the door to drawer number 14 hung wide open. The body inside was gone. It had walked out. My flashlight beam traced the floor. There were marks, wet, smeared, as if someone had dragged their legs, leaving streaks on the tiles. They led to the back wall of the refrigerator room, toward the ventilation grate. The grate had been ripped off, bent outward, as though something had broken out from inside. While I stared, a sound echoed from the shaft. Quiet. Wrong. A laugh. Not human laughter. Choked. Broken. Like someone laughing with their head pressed between their knees. Is someone there? I asked, realizing how useless that question was. The laugh stopped. Then a voice came from the darkness. Kick hold. Take me. Back. It was deep. Hoarse, as if the vocal cords had been torn and stitched back together by something that didn't understand how humans speak. I stumbled backward, and something heavy crashed behind me. I turned. A tall figure stood in the doorway, bent in ways no spine should bend. A morgue tag hung from a long string on its foot, brushing the floor. The tag swung with a soft click. On it was written, Number 14, unidentified. It stepped forward. Its bones cracked loudly with every move, too loudly. Its face was dark, waterlogged, as if it had been submerged for days. Skin peeled in strips. Its eyes were open, but not seeing, like someone forced the eyelids apart. But the worst part, the body was moving too correctly, not like a corpse, like a person trying to remember how to walk. It stepped again, and again. I started backing away. It whispered, "I want back in the drawer." The same voice from the recording, from the ventilation, from everywhere. It had been following me the entire time. I spun around, ready to run. But suddenly the corpse appeared right in front of me, covering 3 meters instantly. Its hand clamped onto my shoulder, icy cold, but strong like metal. "Protocol 0, it growled, "not finished," and dragged me toward the open drawer number 14. When it hurled me into the metal drawer, the world shrank to coffin size. I couldn't scream. My voice died somewhere in my throat. I clawed at the edges, kicked, but the dead man held the door shut from outside. Inside smelled of cold and something else. Old earth, moist grave soil. The corpse leaned its face toward the narrow slit between the door and frame. Its lips barely moved. Cold, dark. I was forgotten. Lie instead of me. I pushed myself to the back wall, shaking. The metal vibrated under my fists as I pounded and kicked. Then something unexpected happened. A female voice spoke from outside. "Leave him alone," the corpse shrieked like a wounded animal and backed away. I pushed the door open and crawled out. A woman stood in front of me, a nurse, but translucent, faint, like a reflection in smoked glass. She looked at me with tired, tearful eyes. "He's not evil," she said. "Just lonely, forgotten. They lost his paperwork, erased his name. He doesn't know who he is, so he searches for a replacement." Behind her, corpse number 14 writhed on the floor, struggling to stand again. "Go," she whispered, "before he chooses you." I ran. The morgue door slammed shut behind me on its own. I quit the next morning. No one believed me. Recording protocol number 0 vanished. Cameras went dark. Server accidentally wiped. Drawer number 14 is empty. The metal door warped and scratched. But the body is gone. And sometimes, when I pass the hospital at night, I hear it from the basement. A faint, measured sound. Someone tapping from inside a morgue drawer. Tap, tap, tap. Every tap is a call, not for me. For anyone whose heart shivers even a little. Because protocol number 0 still isn't filled out. And eventually, someone will have to write their name in it.